Hey guys! Sorry I am a couple minutes late. I'm just going to bring up the live on my page so that I can make sure it's all good to go and that I'm live in the right place. And make sure that I've got myself muted so I can't hear myself live, because that's always rather frustrating. For some reason when I'm live, the links on the side post really weird and I can't fix it till after the live has ended. But it's really frustrating to look at it like that. Okay, so I think that looks good. I shall just... Oopsie. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons already. Okay. Hello Leanne, hello Anita. Oh my goodness, what have I done already? I don't know what I just shared that to. Oh my goodness. Okay, whatever. It's shared to somewhere random. I'm sure they can have fun. Oh my goodness, I've had a day. Okay, I think it's good to go. Hopefully the boys will be quiet because, you know, they're out there being noisy. Okie doke. I think we're good. I'm just going to go with that now. Okay. Hello Louisa. Hi Sharon. Okay. I think I'm good. I'm going to sit down now. Can't you bother with that now? I'm pressing buttons and I'm going to stop pressing buttons. I'm late because I had a cold drink, which I don't usually drink fizzy drink, but I had a lazy night Friday night and we caved and got KFC because I didn't want to cook. And I don't usually have fizzy drink. And this is Sunkissed, which it's rather flat because it's been going for about an hour and a half now sitting here. So I went and got myself a coffee. That's why I'm late, because I decided at 2 minutes to when the live went live that I did need a coffee after all. So I've got my coffee in my Golden Scissor Craft Club mug, because yes, coffee is better than Sunkissed fizzy drink. Yes, I felt like a child drinking Sunkissed, although it is, I suppose, nice on a warm day. And I think I've decided that Fridays are my night of cooking. And I just don't want to cook. And if I say that to Adam, he's just like, well, we're getting takeaway then, because he doesn't cook. So, yes, KFC it was, and it was delivered because he couldn't be bothered going to get it. So yes, that's Friday. I hope you're all having a lovely Friday, and it's not too warm. I was laughing because I'm not sure what it's like way down south, Louisa, but up here it said on my weather app 17 degrees and came up with extreme heat warning. Oh, good, Leanne. I'm not on my own. What kind of takeaway are you having? I kind of wanted decent takeaway, which KFC to me isn't my idea of decent takeaway. I would have preferred, I don't know, Indian or Vietnamese, or that's like, yeah, something, but the boys won't eat that. And we're kind of limited for choice here of decent takeaways. I don't know, we could be limited on people that join live, because I know that people might be concerting. I know on the mainland, Pink and Tay-Tay are on. Yesterday was awful, and I know that there is fire dangers down south. So I'm glad that today was a bit cooler, because yeah, yesterday was horrible. Okay, so I did get some new stuff, and it's literally piled. So today's card I made fresh, like I can prove it to you. So my dies you usually see on magnets. This is how fresh out of the shipping brown box it is, because they're not even on magnets. I haven't even unpacked and I've been using it. So that's how fresh this stuff is. I will show it to you. I'm just going to grab off my floor, might I add. I've got stuff everywhere in my room. Mostly on the floor at the moment. I think there is some other bits, but it's mainly stuff that you would have already seen. In fact, you've probably already seen, what's this? Yesterday, 40 degrees. Oh, yuck. Are you serious, Kathy? At the moment, being delayed, too much lightning. Gosh, my best friend's there at the moment from Tassie. And she is like the biggest Taylor Swift fan, so she'll be devastated. I saw a picture of her before. She was all dressed up. Okay, I'll quickly show you. So, for those that haven't seen, that my card, I'm not going to open it because the surprise is on the inside, so you have to wait and see. So, these are brand new products. So, I have had a sneak. I did hear that you can confirm, Kathy, but is the Taylor Swift concert, is there no roof on it? Is that why it's delayed? Okay, so these are online exclusives, and this is why they're hot off the press. So you can't actually buy... Oh, yeah, wow. Okay, no roof. Yuck. I did think that was the case. So you can't actually buy these products at... I'm trying to put that in the wrong one. You can't buy these products at the moment. These are online exclusives that demonstrated... Oh, crikey. I wouldn't want to be... Well, I wouldn't want to be Taylor, but I also wouldn't want to be there watching it either. Taylor probably has assistants to, like, I don't know, wipe her hair. So, yes, you can't buy these at the moment, but you will be able to buy them as of the... I say this, and I don't actually have 100% know the details, but I know that I have a big list of stuff here. So, I need Cheryl Hurst on here. So, visit the online store. So here's the leaflet of information. So I know it's next month, but I don't know. Yeah, additional products available. So the 5th of March, I believe. Hello, Renee. Hey, Miss Worry. So the 5th of March, these will be available for customers to purchase. But I wanted to share them because you can actually get them now. So if you really want to, I'm going to be sharing this card, guys. So I'm just showing the products, but I've got this card's got a surprise on the inside. So these are the products I'm using today. So I have, the only thing I've cut into is the Zinnia paper. I'll just skip the first 3 sheets because they're the ones I've cut into, but there's others, the second sheet. So this paper is amazing. Like, wow. It's so bright. It's just one of those papers that you need to see in person. A lot of you have probably seen this if you've watched videos online, so I'm not going to hover over them for too long, but they're really bright and they're really beautiful. This is the one I focused on today. So I think it's Melon Mambo. I love this one so much. I think it there's a lot of lemon lime twist and old olive in this suite. And this one, I have almost used a full sheet. I will show you. I have almost fussy cut a whole sheet of flowers. I love to fussy cut. And the back one of that, it must be Highland Heather and Blackberry Bliss, I think. So gorgeous, gorgeous papers in this one. There's some there that I've fussy cut apart. So that is the designer series paper that comes in the suite. And then the other bits that I'm using today in this particular suite that comes is the Simply Zinnia stamp set, which has these beautiful images here, but it also has some gorgeous sentiments. Oh, Kathy, definitely. You can actually rejoin and add it now. You should definitely rejoin and now, because you can get this for free. You can get the glass mat for free at the moment, and add the Zinnia suite as part of your joining kit. So I did use this embossing folder as well. So this is part of the Zinnia suite. I did bring up the little leaflet here somewhere. See, I've just hoed into all this stuff. I haven't sorted it at all, but that's the beautiful 3D embossing folder. And it has these gorgeous, really bright, colourful sequins. I'm not even sure what colours they are. Probably melon mambo, lemon lolly, lemon lime twist, and pumpkin pie maybe. So that's sweet. There's also some glimmer paper, which is berry burst, old olive, and white. When I opened this, I thought, wow, that is so bright with the berry burst, but it's those 3 colours there, and I did tuck a little bit of the berry burst in, but you can only see a very, very tiny bit of the berry burst in my card today. So I only tucked a tiny bit of that into my card. Oh, I'm chucking that on the floor, but I do need some of that stuff. Then I did get the coffee suite because I'm a coffee lover. As you can see, I do love my coffee. My favourite is a caramel lactose-free latte, just in case you want to know. But I don't mind a hot chocolate too. So if you don't like coffee, by the way, this one works for hot chocolates. Because any of these could be hot chocolates. So these ones are cute, and by the way, the dies match these to cut these out. So that's really cute. Some coffee stains, the coffee beans, which I believe the dies cut out these coffee beans. Got this really cute plaid design on the back. These cute little mugs, which once again could be hot chocolate. These are tiny little coffee cups, which are cute. I love this one. It's like the coffee stain look. That is a really cute colour. Looks like pool party or a Lost Lagoon type colour. And this is like a water, what do they call these? Like fluid art type looking marbled effect. Oh, and it's like the latte art with the hearts. That's really cool. I haven't even properly looked at this stuff. And more in the brown colours with some more coffee beans. So that's really super cute. I don't even know what my favourite would be. Although I love their top looking ones here. And then that's the stamp set that goes with that one, which I love the sentiments. They are super cute. You're the best part of my day. That's definitely how I feel about coffee. Yes, marble look. You're right, Anita. I've lost my words. I love this. I love this latte art. My sister sends me Snapchats all the time of how her latte art, which is really, we make really funny jokes about what pictures we can see in her homemade latte art. Sometimes it's not always appropriate, but you know, sisters, what are they for? So I think this is the die maybe that cuts, yes, letters, and have, my computer is being so silly and just ending the video, but I know it's not ended. So you can cut out the centre. Where did I just put that? The centre, and then cut out, yes, so you can cut out the rim of this coffee cup and then cut out the centre. So you could do a really cool popped up cup, if that makes sense. Gosh, this is driving me batty. Oh, my dad is watching. Hello, Dad. So my computer is being very, very silly. So hopefully you can still see and hear me. Okay. Hopefully that's all good. So yes, these match with that, and there's also some dies. I don't know that this one matches with the DSP. I know the coffee beans do. The coffee beans match in there really well. I'd have to go through and properly have a look. I need to sit and make one of those samplers with this suite. But it definitely cuts out also this one. This one's designed to cut out this cup here. And you've got the little one which cuts out this little dude and the coffee beans. There's the little teaspoon here. So many cute things. I can't wait to play with this one. I'm very excited. We had a coffee suite ages and ages ago, but it had like sort of a Starbucks green. maybe it was garden green actually, which garden green is not my favourite colour. So I'm excited about having this one. Almost lost a die. I'm good at that. This is why they go on magnet sheets. And then this suite also comes with these adorable, what are they called? Adhesive back swirl dots. Are these not just the cutest? So, so cute. So these products are not going to be seen in any kind of catalogue or printed publication. There is a section of the online store which you can get to by going to my online store link, where you will find things that are only found online. Hey Liz, how are you? So don't miss checking out that part of the store, because you will find things that you can only find online, and you can add those to your starter kit. This is the ribbon that comes as, what is this called? Polka dot trim. But it reminds me of, what is this stuff called? We had it, I don't even think it's still a product. But we had this stuff that ages and ages ago. I'm wondering if, I don't know if you can fray this stuff and take it into individual, I mean, you lose the polka dots if you do it, but you could take it down to individual strands. Oh, you might not lose the polka dots. I suppose you would. They're kind of painted on. So if you didn't like the thick, it's not really like what I would call a bow tying ribbon. You could still tie a bow if you want to, but it's going to be kind of chunky. So I like to do what I call the bow tie and frame test when I get a ribbon. So I like to see how it ties a bow and how it frays. Because I'm all about texture. So if you get one of these strands and pull it, that's going to fray. And look how cute. I really like, yeah, actually kind of, if you keep it together, those dots actually kind of stay there. But I've got a lot of loose thread happening on my desk now. So you could actually make that textured. Believe it or not, the dots, I don't know how well you can see that. The dots actually kind of stay if you keep them stuck enough. They're kind of, because they're kind of stuck on there. I don't know how well. So you can create some nifty texture with this stuff. Kind of it would make good masculine cards. I don't know how well. You would have to tie almost a bow the other way, or tie a fake bow, so a faux bow, sorry. So how do they do? I'm not used to doing faux bows. I'm used to tying my bows the way I tie them, like this, which gets your tail, but then you get one side that won't show the dots, if you know what I mean. But if you do the faux bow, which, why am I forgetting how to do it? This is what my brain does to me. It'll come back to me later, and then I'll think, oh, you doofus, Kayla. Anyway, you have to be nifty with how you use this stuff, but I'm actually quite liking how it looks with those strands pulled. Anyway, I'm getting obsessed with the ribbon, which is not unusual for me. I quite like playing with texture stuff. So that is the coffee suite. So you can definitely add that to a starter kit now, or you can wait till the 5th of March. I'm just going to take a sip of my coffee after talking about the coffee suite. The other thing that is an online exclusive that you can add on the 5th of March or now is the Magnolia Mood. So we have had a magnolia before, but this one is quite detailed. Rabbit's ears and type. Maybe that was it, Julie. Hi, Megan. I've been thinking about you today, Megan. I can't remember what I was thinking about. That probably sounds disturbing. So we have had a magnolia before. It was a little bit different to this. I don't know why this reminds me of an artichoke. I think that's what I was thinking about. But I really like the fonts and the sayings in this one as well. I like the just a note to let you know that you are loved. I thought that was rather cute. And this one is a cling, which I love the cling sets for the more detailed sets, but I loved the combination of the dies with this. So the dies are really detailed. So it's got one that cuts out this, so just on its own, and each of the images, but it also has a really magnificently detailed set. I bet they're for swaps, Megan, aren't they? You are like a swap queen. So you can cut out a really detailed magnolia, or there's one that's like a detailed image. So I've got ideas for this one. So that's another bundle that's coming as well. I have to try and get a move on and not talk. There's a cling stamp set, which I thought was rather, I knew it, Megan. There's a cling stamp that's coming as a background die, which I just thought was really interesting. I loved the different shades of the different dots. This one's rather cool. I loved the different lengths of the length of the script fonts with, now I'm all wound up in my words. The length of the sayings, I really thought that was nifty. These would not work necessarily, so let's just pop one out. So what is this one? It says save the date. So this is a standard size card. They're longer than say your portrait card, so they're more suited for a landscape card. And also the other thing to note is that obviously I haven't mounted them yet. You would probably need, that's a H block, so you're probably going to need to put them on a, unless you're using a stamp positioning tool, they're probably going to need an I block. Seriously, Megan? 2 days? This took 2 weeks. Yeah, so you're going to need an I block to mount these ones because they are quite long. But they're really cool. They come with it, like you've got anniversary, congratulations, happy birthday, a million thanks, speedy recovery, and save the date. So whole bunch. But I did email and say that I now only want Australia Post. This one is really nifty. So once again, these are all online exclusives. Don't wait, add them now, join, because I'm impatient. Happy little things. So this one, you've got the Celebrate, the full one there is designed to fill in your outline. So really cool. Lots of different things you could do, but it comes with, and it's a mini little die set. Like, how cute are these little labels? I have never seen them do anything like this before. My computer's being a devil. So yeah, I've never seen anything this tiny before, but they are designed to sort of cut out these little tiny bits and bobs. Like, I just think that's adorable. I think that's a great basic to have, and it was relatively affordable as well. Like, it wasn't that much. It's a great basic to have. You don't have to go through and work out which of your die sets have a little label. I live overseas, my goodness. And then this one was just a stamp set, but really cool. I love timber, I love texture. So that one I was definitely going to get. I just love it. I love it for creating backgrounds and all kinds of things. So I love this one. Doesn't have matching dies, it's just the stamp set. So, and then I finally got this, and we've only got, like, by the way, news alert, we only have, and Cheryl's not here to remind me, so I'm going to have to look at the calendar, but I know that it's not long. Well, it's a week. We've got a week. In a week's time, it's the 1st of March. So you've only really got 6 days left of celebration. So this is a celebration set. And look, it's brand new. I haven't even had a chance to use it. So there's only 6 days left to earn this. So there's only a week left of celebration, which means that you've only got a week left to either earn the free celebration items, which includes all of these goodies in this brochure. So I'm not going to go through them all because I've talked about it enough on all my videos. And it also means that you've only got a week left to take advantage of the joining offer, which is this glass mat. So you've only got a week left to join, which means that, well, you can join whenever you want, but a week left to join and take advantage of getting this glass mat for free. So you can join and add any of those online exclusives that customers can't get at the moment. You can add those to your starter kit and get a free glass mat. The joining price is still the same as it normally would be, you just get more. So the joining link is in my video description. I'm not going to harp on much about that because it's all in the joining link. You can find the details about it. But send me a message if you want to know more about it, because I'm happy to answer any questions you have. I'm not going to show, I've got a ton more stuff over there, but it's just all other stuff that just jumped in my cart by accident. So I've got so much stuff on my desk. 3 weeks until, are you serious, Megan? 3 weeks until we go to Melbourne. Wow. It is 2. Do you want to see, oh, I'm getting distracted now, but do you want, this is as far as my swap prep has got. I haven't even showed the end. So, like, I haven't even decided what I'm doing, but all I decided to do was cut out a whole bunch of golden scissors, and then I couldn't stop because the theme, okay, I'll let you know. I'll clue you in onto the theme. So well, actually, it's pretty obvious. So my team name is called the Golden Scissor Craft Club. So I thought, because we don't know what's going to be retiring and whatever, so I cut out a whole ton of golden scissors, and then I couldn't stop there. So I ended up making a whole ton of glittery scissors to go with the golden scissors. And then I've still got a bunch to put together. And then I cut out, I hand fussy cut a heap of these. I'm spoiling all the surprise here, but I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, I don't know how these are going together, because I don't have any plans other than the fact that I've cut all this stuff out. And then I fussy cut a heap of these sentiments that says life is better when you're crafting. So that's as far as my swaps have got. I've cut out, and you said, oh, that's not bad. I haven't decided anything that I was doing. I just cut out a heap of scissors. Like, that's all I have done so far. I've just fussy cut the sentiments and cut out a heap of scissors. So I haven't done anything more than that. I don't have any plans. I just, I can't decide what I'm doing. So that's my swap box so far. Not really organised at all. Okay, so to the card. So I have this, hello Donna. So I made this card today, and I had saw, that's really good English. I saw, and I should have kept the name up on my computer. Silly me, didn't, but I saw a inspiration somewhere, and she wasn't English. She didn't speak English, so it was I had to decipher it out of a different language. It was German, I think. But it's a pop-up card. So you open it up and it pops up like this. I hope you can see that okay. So the inside, when you open, pops up, and you've got like a little pop-up bit. The actual original didn't have a spot up here, but I couldn't help myself. I had to add some kind of panel for writing. You could probably do it a different way and add a different panel somewhere else, but I just wanted to have somewhere to add some writing because I love to write an essay. I don't know about you, but I love to write a good essay when I write. Now, I'm going to say it's not too hard, but I know she didn't want me to say it because she's on here, but Leanne and I were on the phone because I couldn't work out how to do, I had an issue, I did something silly when it came to the mechanism, but Leanne helped me work it out. So we finished the card and did the fun fold card with the Zinnias. So I am not doing a pop-up. If that's her name, Leanne, I have no idea how to say that. Yeah, I'm not even going to try, but Leanne has popped her name up because I'm not even good at English sometimes. And I am not doing a pop-up scissors card, Megan, for a swap. This is not happening for my onstage swap. So sorry, everyone. Okay, that's her name. Leanne's popped her name up. I'm not going to try and pronounce it because I'm going to do a bad job. Okay, so I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to get to showing how to put it together. because I did do some, because I'm going to lose light otherwise, and then I'm not going to have any. I will do a PDF tutorial for this, by the way, but because I've photographed it, and I will pop up all the measurements, but I haven't had time to properly write it yet, and yes, now I've lost my words. Okay, so I've got all my pieces pre-cut, so you need to kind of do this bit first, because I'm going to stick the base DSP down before I can stick the mechanism on top on the inside. So this bit needs to be done first. But basically all you need is a standard size landscape card. So it's just a standard card, but I'm using basic white because I thought that with the colours, they're so bright that I just end up going with white. Now I'm going to use Melon Mambo because that's in the thing, and check out how manky my ink pad is. I think I deserve a new one. But I'm going to just pop that straight onto the glass mat. Narelle's not here tonight to talk about the glass mat. Oh goodness. And I'm going to grab a blending brush because I want to add a little bit of, I loved the look of the ink around the edges, which by the Melon Mambo is so pigmented, by the way. It's just, by the way, congrats Donna, you are rocking it. Okay. I'm just going to add a little bit, so just around the edges, which really, I think they call it like a vignetting. And then I'm just going to go around both because we're going to need one for the front as well. And almost done. So I have done the fussy cutting and stuff ahead of time. So I thought, check out, I love this about the glass mat that you can make a total mess because I'm very messy. Well, I'm not too bad, but I must have been bad today because my partner came home and he actually walked into the craft, well, walked past the craft and goes, wow, you made a mess. So I also was messy today, but it did take me a bit to work out the mechanism, what I was doing. And so Leanne and I were on the phone for a bit today, and I love Melon Mambo fingers. And I had lemon lime twist cardstock everywhere. I had stuff all over the floor. Okay, so then I just want to get my glue. And I'm just going to glue these pieces down. Doesn't that pink look great on the lemon lime twist? Really makes it pop. I love pink and green. My childhood bedroom used to be these two colours together. Pretty much Melon Mambo and lemon lime twist was my bedroom colours growing up. Okay. Now I'm only going to stick, I'm not going to stick the one to the front yet. I'm going to leave the one for the front. I'm just going to grab, just making sure that my fingers aren't too inky. I'm going to stick this one. I think I was actually going to spritz that with some marker. Wonder if I can still do it. I was going to do it with Melon Mambo marker, but the only reason I'm not doing it, so I would suggest it with Melon Mambo, but the only reason I can't is because my Melon Mambo ink has leaked at the moment and I haven't cleaned it up yet to fix it. So I'm all about colour coordination. So if you have a Melon Mambo, use a Melon Mambo. I'm just going to use a Berry Burst because it pretty much looks pretty good on the cardstock anyway. Okay, so that is the inside of that bit done. So we're ready to do our mechanism because we can stick it down. Okay, so I'm just going to put my needle thing in my glue. Okay, so I'm going to, I've got my little piece there. So now we need to bring our paper trimmer in. Now hopefully you can see that. So I've got 2 pieces of lemon lime twist, which are both cut to 3.8, so 3.8 wide. So they're both the same width. And I've realised, oh yes, I need my arm out. Sorry, I'm just going to pull that out. So they're both, I looked up and saw that. Let me know if it's going in and out of connection. I just thought it was due to poor connection. Okay, so it's 3.8 wide by 19 long, okay? And then this one is 3.8 wide by 12.3 long. So I've cut them both to size. Now with the 12.3 one, all you want to do is take it to 1 centimetre and score. And then flip it around, go to 1 centimetre and then score. So you've got this piece and it's scored at 1 centimetre on both sides. Now we've got our long piece, which is 19 centimetres, and then we are going to pop it in our trimmer and take it to 1.9 centimetres, score. Now pull it out. We actually want to flip it over and turn it round. So it was this way. We're going to flip it over and have this score here. Now we're going to line it up at 10.1. And then 13.3, 14.6, gosh, these sometimes hard to see, I feel like blind these days, and 17.8. So I hope that was okay to understand. Now, the reason for this is, and this was the bit that I was on the phone to the end about today, is just so you get your mountain and valley scores. So this one is your 1.9 score, and then I flipped and scored at 10.1, 13.3, 14.6, and 17.8. But I will put that in the PDF. Okay, so I'm just going to fold my trimmer up and pop it to the side. Okay, right, so I'm just going to have another sip of coffee, and hopefully if you have any questions as I go along, do ask away. My internet does seem to be a little bit slow, so I'm hoping it'll hold strong. Otherwise, I may have to flip it to 4G. Hey, Jilly. Hi, Tammy. Is it Jilly or Gilly? I might be saying it wrong. Okay. So I'm just going to go along these score lines with a bone folder. Oh, goodness. Is that... I might have a little bit of melon mambo still on the... glass mat. Just going to give that a wipe over. Probably just on my fingers, really. I might see if I've got a little cloth. They're not very... When you wipe your fingers and they come off like that, you know you have melon mambo on your fingers. Melon mambo is just one of those colours. It's very, it gets everywhere. Okay. Mat should have dried by now, so I'll do that again, hopefully. That was just coming off my fingers. Okay, so I've given that a score. Now, rightio. Okay, I'm going to fold this one this way. So I'm folding that as a mountain. And then this one is going to be go this way. I'm going to fold a valley, and it's going to fold around. So like it'll end up looking a bit like this. So we're just folding it like this, folding it around like that. So it sort of folds up. So it'll end up looking like this, if that makes sense. So you'll see it forms something a bit like this. But we want to reinforce those folds anyway. So I'm just going to go and, oh goodness, what have I got there? I'm just going to go along each fold with the bone folder. Now I'll come back along there and grab, I'd suggest using some tear and tape. Because you want something nice and strong. So I like to use tear and tape, or you could even use some Stampin' Seal Plus. And you want to put it on both edges of this one here. So you've got it on both edges. And then with this one, I'm just going to turn it over this way. I've got my little cheat sheet here, making sure I'm doing it right, because I do not need to muck this up. Okay, so then I want to stick one piece on here. So I'm going to stick one bit of tear and tape here. And then I'm going to stick one bit of tear and tape on this little tab here. And then on this end one here, because it is wider, I'm going to stick two pieces of tear and tape up here, because that one's a bit wider. Oh, goodness, don't do that. Leanne, you're going to be laughing at me. Ignore that. Do not stick tear and tape there. Don't worry, I did this so many times today. I'm glad I'm showing you what not to do. Okay. Do not stick tear and tape. That's the wrong side to put it. You want to put it on the other side. Okay, so I'm just gently peeling that back. Yeah. Okay, so we want to put that on the opposite side. I'm like, Leanne's like, no! No, don't do that. Put that there. Flip that over. Oh, goodness me. How many times have I done that today? Okay, that side, not the other side. Okay, so you want to have one there, then this side, do not put it on that side. Flip it over and, oh, what? I'm getting distracted because my technology is being so silly. I think there might be something wrong with the internet. Okay, I'm not going to even focus on it now. I'm just going to let it be. Okay, so when you get to here, we want to actually start sticking our pieces together, because this is what is going to form our little mechanism. Okay, so then we're going to take this little bit of tape off this piece here. So we've got our little longer 19 centimeter piece here. Just going to make sure that that's working. Okay, so we're going to take the tape off here. And I'm just actually going to line that up on the grid anyway. And just sort of eyeball it. You can actually feel, to get it straight, you can feel the edge of the score. So to line it up straight, but you just want that to sit on the edge there. Okay. And then we're going to wrap that around. Now we're going to bring our card in. And then we're going to sit this, you'll see this, and you want to sit this flat. So you're going to push it out, so you're going to flatten it and sit it out flat. So it should sit like this. That makes sense. You should have something looking a bit like this now. Okay. now. You can see the melon mambo there, but that's fine. Okay. So once you get like this, you want to line it up, looking a bit like a plus sign really, but without getting my head in the way. I want to have this top bit sitting just at the score line centered, but I don't want it sitting right on the score line or right above it. I want it sitting just below the score line, because otherwise it will impair the card shutting a little bit. So I want to have that nice, and this is where it's important you've got your score lines nicely crisp. Okay. Make sure that's nicely done. Make sure you've got sort of an even, want to even either side here. Okay, flatten that out. Okay, so now I'm going to take off. This is where the take your pick tool's nice and handy. Just want to dunk on mine. Okay, so then now I've got that, I'm going to fold in the side there. Just flatten that. Take that tape off. Do the same on this side. So just fold that in. And now we want to leave this tape here. That one's for later. So I'm just going to take off the tape from these ones here. And then I'm going to shut the card. Okay. And then we have the mechanism. That is how it is done. That creates the pop-up. So that one is all done. That's as simple as that bit was. But you wouldn't believe how many times I stuffed that up. Okay, so then I might just do, I'll do that bit last. So then I'm going to create, obviously, something for the little bit on the inside. Now it actually comes together pretty easy because I've pre-done most of the decoration, don't worry. I'm just drinking some coffee. Okay, so I pulled together a couple, so you can choose anything. You could have a circle, you could have we could just cut out a square. You could do anything you want here. Even just a decoration, like you could even have, if you really wanted to, you could, I don't know, pop up a flower. You could have like the world, whatever you want to do, basically. You could even just have a cluster. It would actually be cool. You could do a whole big cluster of flowers and do heaps of stuff on the inside, but you have to have something for them to be able to attach to. But what I'm going to do is do a little rectangle for mine to attach to. So I've used the perennial postage dies, and these are from the Lavender Suite. So I cut out one using that Berry Burst glitter paper, and I've cut out one using real red paper, but I'm just going to emboss one. So because it is a 3D folder, I'm just going to mist it lightly with some water and pop that through. So I'm just going to do this off to the side so that I don't have to bring my big machine in and clunk it onto my desk. The dogs are bashing on the door because they're not in the room. They don't like it. They don't much like being locked out of the room. They think it's rather rude. Okay, so I've just embossed that. How cute is that embossing folder? Isn't it adorable? I'm loving the new Zinnia embossing folder. It's just the cutest. Okay, so I did get a little bit of water on the desk. Okay, so I think I didn't get too much water on this. That should be fine. I'm thinking that the issues that I'm having with the computer tonight may be to do with Safari, but I will give that a minute. Okay, so I'm going to, where did I put my blender brush? I'm going to just use this one. It doesn't really add too much. Actually, I might use Real Red. Where is my Real Red? I don't actually use Real Red very often. It's red. I'm not a red person, to be honest. I'm more of a, I would go a pink if I was using a warm colour over a red. I'm just not much of a red person. Not really sure why. I suppose we all have our favourite colours, but I've just never really gravitated to reds. Okay, so I'm just going to use a little bit of, that's handy. I thought I'll log into Chrome, because I might be able to see the comments a bit easier if it's Chrome. I'm just being lazy and not putting it onto my glass mat, but I love that I can use the red just off here. Oh, goodness. Oh. Okay. So I'm just adding a little bit of extra around the edges there. Hello, Mother. And I'll just clean off my mat. And then what I'm going to do, the reason I cut it from the second one from the same die is simply because it gives me the perfect size, and all I'm going to do is cut off the postage stamp edges. So just putting it in the guillotine and simply going around and cutting off those edges. So now I'm just going to chuck them on my floor because I don't care about getting the room messy when I have to clean it anyway. Okay, so that's given me the perfect little edge with that berry burst little postage stamp edge. I think it's really cute. Hello, daughter. Oh, okay. So now I can just pop a little bit of the tear and tape. Now I'm using tear and tape because I'm adhering on to too well with something like a glue. Technology is just not going to be my friend tonight. So if I don't see your comment, I apologise. If I see your comment, that's nice. It's just not going to work for me. It's just not liking me tonight. And as much as I try and fix things live, it's just going to take up too much time to try and fix it live. Because otherwise I'm trying to do it one-handed to fix it live. And that's just going to drive me bonkers. I really need to get my streaming service fixed because I actually pay for it. Okay, so I'm just taking the backing off that, and then I'm going to pop that down there. Now I'm not going to adhere it to the top yet because I'm going to just play around with my little flowers and bits and pieces first. So I have gone ahead and pre-fussy cut because I was so nice. No, I'm just kidding. I just thought that you wouldn't want to sit there and watch me fussy cut for too long. So this is from this paper here. So I have gone and fussy cut out a few different papers because I thought that, you know, you probably wouldn't want to sit there and watch me fussy cut them. But I did a few different types, a few different colours, and thought that I'd fussy cut a few because I'm going to use some for the front as well. So I fussy cut those, and I also stamped. Now this was taken as inspiration from one of the samples that Stampin' Up provided. They mixed up the really colourful samples with just some black and white, and I really liked it. So I have gone ahead of time and just stamped this flower here from the stamp set and fussy cut it out with the matching die. And I just did that in black and white. The other thing I did ahead of time is I cut some of these beautiful zinnias here, which I was going to use in my card. Now I did 2 in pumpkin pie and 2 in melon mambo, and then I have gone and cut, the stems are old olive by the way, and then I have cut them in flirty flamingo, but I didn't put these ones together so that I could show you how I made them. So it's actually cut with, it's this die here for the stem, and then the actual flower piece has 2 dies. So it cuts one that's a bit more solid, and this one has like little, they look like little fingers, I suppose, but yeah, I suppose it has 5, doesn't it? You got 5 fingers. They look like little hands. That were kind of weird. But anyway, you need both because they sit together. So I've cut enough to make 2 flirty flamingo flowers. And I'm just going to show you how I put those together. So I cut enough to make 2 flowers. But I have gone ahead and done the old olive leaf, old olive stems. But I did add some ink to the edges using a sponge dauber and some old olive ink. So I did that ahead of time. But I'm going to do the same to my little flowers. So I've got some flirty flamingo ink, and I'm just going to add some of the ink to my, I've been using my sponge daubers a bit lately. They're making a comeback. But I'm just going around the edges, or the very top of them basically, just with a little bit of ink. Now, these are just too small to use a blending brush, I reckon. These are more of a sponge dauber job, so that's why I've chosen to do that. So, just gonna clean that up. Now, I'm going to take my glue and just add to the more plain hand. I'm going to call them a hand now, not a zinnia. I'm just adding a little dab of glue, and I'm going to pop the other one right on top. So basically you want 2 of each colour flower and stem to make these for the card, because 3 are going to go on the inside of the card and 3, oh goodness, it's stuck. 3 are going to go on the outside if you want to make the card like I have. I'm just going to pop the stem there, and then pop that stem. So they just take a minute to stick down because they've got that glue on them. Pop these dies out of the way. Okay, now we can start adhering. So I want to choose, I've probably got melon mambo all over my face. Okay, I'm going to start choosing what I want where. Okay, so I only want 1 of these black flowers for the inside. So it's just a matter of playing around and choosing what you would like to include. So I'm just going to show you when I make these types of cards my trick. So because, oh well, actually, to be honest, I do this a lot because I love to stick a lot on my cards. So generally I will stick and place a lot of things in and then get to the dilemma of needing to move it all to stick it, and that's stressful. So I'll show you my trick in a second. I'm just gonna way too fiddly. Oh, Megan, look at what you're doing for your swaps. Okay, way too fiddly, goodness me. Okay. I don't know if that flower's too big. Sort of want to see more of that purple. See, this is why I like to not stick. I could never stick as I go, I don't think. There is another thing you've got to be careful of with this card. So I'll show you in just a tick. I think I might actually poke that out the side. And then there's also going to be, so these are going to be used on the outside. So now I want to just not stick, but you've also got to be aware. Now you got to be careful because that could fall, and I'll probably prove myself that I'm going to lose everything in a second. Is the card has got to be able to close without either showing stuff at the bottom here or catching at the top. So that one actually looks pretty fine, but you do have to be aware of that. So I'm just moving things around until I'm happy with them, but I've also do have a sentiment which I do have to still stick in, so that's also going to add a bit of oomph to the card. Okay, so I've got, which I did stick here somewhere. Yes, I know I actually did think about press and seal as well. Yes, I did want to see some of the sparkle, which I think I did on the other one. So I did have to move the flowers around a little bit to see some of that berry burst, because I wanted to show it. You do have to kind of move it to see around some of the corner. Okay, so I have heat embossed 2 of the sentiments from the stamp set. I decided to go with the bottom 2, so the thank you sentiments, and I am just going to trim these out with my paper trimmer. Do you know, I say to myself that I will make my live under an hour every week, and I don't think I can do it. It's just not my brand, I don't think. Oh my goodness, I don't mind being on here for more than an hour. I just think, oh my gosh, I must bore you guys. Okay, so I'm just popping that in, and I just want to, I love this paper trimmer. I love it for being able to line up stuff. I honestly don't tell fibs when I say that this is the best paper trimmer I have ever had. Okay, I've got thank you so much one, and I am going to cut. Where did I put my scissors? I've lost them, and I've got 3,000 pairs. I just don't want to get another pair out. Okay, so I'm going to trim. Trim that down a little bit. Silly computer. Okay, then I'm going to roughly gauge how long this is, because I am just literally winging this. So there is no measurements for this. I'm just cutting it a little bit longer. And then I'm going to take, my desk is starting to look like it did today. I will have to share a picture of what my desk looked like today. So I just added a little bit of tear and tape, because when I'm using Glimmer or anything like this, I just find a good strong glue like tear and tape is much easier. Now I'm just adhering, and I'm going to adhere it on a bit of an angle, so I'm not going to go straight, and that's going to be adhered over the top. But I'm going to stick this after, because I'm going to use this to disguise something. So what I'm going to do is, this is really cheeky, but I find this really helpful. So I'm going to stick my sentiment roughly about here. Okay, now I'm going to pull in my stapler. Now I know that I've got there to hide staples, so I'm going to use my staples to actually hold some of that stuff down. Now I know that I may have to go in with glue, but I can actually go in. So I can also pop in underneath that. I love staples. I use them a lot in crafting. They're really handy for things like this. Now I know that that will go over the top, so the only thing that I can see would need some glue is this little one here. So I'll just pop some glue in there. This one's being held by a staple. I might just pop a little bit of glue underneath that leaf just to hold that down. Now I want to add some Winker Stella just to my little flower here. I just thought it would be cute if it had a little bit of sparkle. So do you guys have some craft plans this weekend? I actually think that my partner might be working all weekend, so I think I have plenty of craft time on the agenda, which is good because I have lots of stuff to do. Okay, so then I can go in. I think I moved some melon mambo then, but that's okay. Then I can go in and grab my tear and tape. And I'm just going to peel that back. And I don't want to cover my pretty flower then, but I want to make sure I'm covering her staples. And then we're ready to add to our card. But we want to make sure when it's closing that we're adding it so that it's going to cover, it's not going to, wow, 12 projects to do, Judy, you're going to be busy. Carefully place it on there at first. I'm not going to press down too much because I want to be able to move it if I need to. So I just want to move it up a little bit. See if I'm happy. I might move it over a touch because this is what do you call it? Tear and tape. So once you've really stuck it, you've stuck it. So I want to see if I'm happy with where that's at. Okay, I'm good. So I'm really going to give that a press. And that's our decorated pop-up. So that's all stuck now, so we're not moving it. And then I'm going to stick, before I stick the sequins down, nine cards and 3 3D projects. Wow, you are going to have a busy weekend, Judy. Okay, now before I'm going to stick the panel to the inside, but to decorate the panel, I'm going to, where did I put that? I'm just going to get some lemon lime twist ink, and I'm just going to add a tiny bit of lemon lime twist. And I'm just going to add it to this right hand corner. I don't want to add too much. Then I really liked the look of some water, I think they call it watermark stamping, because I didn't want to add anything too much to the corner here. Just making sure that my stamp is clean. Because I didn't want to compete with the pop-up on that middle of the card, but I just wanted to add a little bit of something. So I'm just adding a little bit of Versamark and stamping my Zinnia onto my card. Now you probably wouldn't even be able to tell on the video that I've stamped them, but they're very lightly watermarked on that panel. Now Versamark does take a minute to dry because it is that stickier ink, so that will take a second to dry. But while that's drying, I'm just going to add it to the panel of lemon lime twist. You do not have to add this panel if having a space to write is not something that bothers you. But, oh, by the way, I wrote this down also for me, but this panel is 14.7 by 8.2. That's the lemon lime twist piece. And the Whisper White is 14.5 by 8. That's just the size if you want to add this panel here. fits with the mechanism, because you need to have, obviously you can't have a full size piece in this card due to the mechanism being there. Okay, so then I'm going to add in some sequins. I quite liked the look of having a mixture of colours, but you could add in just one colour if that's more your thing. So I went with adding some on the actual pop-up panel, and then I also added some onto the backing card as well. It feels like it's 2 sequins, or is that a glue dot? I don't know. That one's a bit faulty. We'll take that off. Okay, so that's the sequins. Oh, thank you, Judy. Now I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of the Wink of Stella. You probably could do that before you actually stuck it all down. I like to sprinkle it everywhere, so I'm splattered in it. I did get up. That looks silly with just one dot now. May as well just spray myself in it. Be a Taylor Swift concert goer and have my hair glittered, everything glittered. Okay, so that's the inside of the card. Can you believe that's just the inside? So let's do the outside. The outside is pretty quick because it's really just using these leftover pieces on the outside. So I'm just going to grab a few of these leftover bits, and we're just going to scatter them over the top, over the card, and then I'm going to pop two of these. So I'm going to have one behind. It's just deciding really where and how you want them, really. Going to cover up too much of the purple. I like the purple, but I think it's the leaves that are. This is like doing a jigsaw by accident. Yeah, exactly. It's accident on purpose. Those that know me know that I love Wink of Stella. I just got a new one. Okie dokie, and then we're going to have some of these, which I'm going to cut my sentiment. So I've got my bigger sentiment. It's sometimes easier to see when the sentiment's laying over the top. So I'm going to cut, I've got a strip of my gold glimmer as well. So I'm just going to adhere that with my tear and tape. That on an angle, so then we can sort of see where things are going to sit. Sometimes it gives you sort of a better idea. Yeah, that's a bit more easier. Oh God. To sort of see how things are gonna happen. I don't do English today. Okay. Then, what else have we got here? I'm just simply going to, now I'm happy with how those flowers are, so I'm going to take these ones off. This is called crafting laziness, but it works for me. Oh, thanks, Liz. I hope you've been well. Oops, I've got a glue explosion. I'm just adding a little bit of extra glue behind. Now I'm just going to splatter some. Did you get a new TYP for the tools? Take your pick. Oh, no, I didn't. Do you think I should? So I'm just going to splatter that beforehand this time. Okay, now I am going to add, I've got my ribbon. So this is the, what's this one called? Wavy trim. Okay, so I'm going to cut a piece, which I think, how long is this? 15 centimeters. And I'm going to totally distress the ends. So I'm just pulling. Can you tell I like to distress ribbon? I love to pull it apart. This wavy trim is pretty cool. Imagine if they had it as a giveaway, Megan. Everyone gets a take your pick tool out on stage. Does Kylie and Bruno have a take your pick pin? They probably do, and I don't even have it. Okay. So I'm simply just on each end pulling apart the thread. Because I want to set my sentiment over the top. Now I might use, I reckon I only need one staple on each end to hold it in place. So I want to stick it there, but I also want to stick so I'm going to pull it up this end, and I'm just going to grab a staple and staple there. Okay, so then that should be enough to hold that down. Okay, so then I'm going to, before I stick, I'm going to add in my, oh goodness, place these back where I was going to have them. Oh my gosh, my fingers are starting to feel shaky. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Not when I'm doing fiddly stuff. Okay, and this one's going to go, I wanted that one to just go over the top there. A quick stick down the stuff before I start shaking. Okay. Because the sentiment is going to go up on, oh really? They do have a take your pick. Oh cool, I did not know that. I've got to go through my pins because I'm going to make a pin board. I've got an idea. I know that Nancy put one up, but I've got an idea with a pin board that I want to do. Okay. Then I don't know why, I'm probably doing everything backhanded, but but that's just how I work. Okay, now I'm being good and using my dimensional backings, and I'm just going to stick, oopsie, stick this down. If you've got any unruly threads, just swear at them. Okay. Then we need our, or actually, we can stick this bit to our card now. Oh, thanks, Yvonne. Or is it Yvonne? See, I'm learning names. I'm trying to get better at pronouncing names. So I'm just sticking that flat to the card. I'm not putting this one on dimensionals because there's already so much dimension. And now I'm just adding some, oh, thanks, no worry. I'm just going to add some, but you know, what's wrong with some more colour? I'm actually, I wasn't sure. The Zinnia suite I kind of thought I had to be sold on, but I do love colour, so I am pretty sold. I love a bit of colour. Okay, so I've done 5, so 5's good. Okay, and I think that was everything. So there is our 2 cards, and we open them up and they pop up. How cool is that? Hey, case cards. So they are so much fun, and it's actually not as hard as it looks. So I was, and thanks Leanne for helping me work out that mechanism. So I will pop up a PDF with all the measurements. Now, heads up, I do have this mechanism, because it's not the whole card. I'll probably only do measurements for metric for this one, but the actual mechanism itself will work in a imperial card, because the mechanism is, the imperial card is, what is it, shorter but longer. So if you can use the measurements in centimeters, it will work in a, and this is just a standard card. So if you just use your standard card, it will work. So yes, very, very fun card to make, and that's using the Zinnia suite, which is a online exclusive, which will be available on the 5th of March. So mine is a total mess and all over the my desk. But yes, you can get it on the 5th of March, or you can get it now, which I would definitely get now because I'm impatient. I'm so impatient that I didn't even want to learn how to do the mechanism properly. I had to calm it down, to calm my farm. But yes, definitely you've got a week left to be able to take advantage of joining and getting the glass mat for free. And you could add the Zinnia suite to your starter kit, get it early and get a glass mat for free. So that's what I'd be doing. But all those links are in the video description. I hope you enjoyed. I know I'm losing light, so it's not showing the colours properly, but yeah, so much fun. This suite is so pretty and full of gorgeous colours. I will share some more photos over the weekend of this project. But yeah, I had loads of fun. I don't even know how long I have been live for, but I know it's probably been at least an hour and a half, so I've gone way over time. But thanks for crafting with me on my Friday Night Live. I will be back next week, which will actually be the 1st of March. So it will be, the celebration will be over, and yeah, we'll be in March, which is crazy to think. Yes, that's scary. So next time I may pop in depending on timing. I'm not sure what the next week holds, but I may pop in over the week and do some quick videos on using some celebration stuff, because there's some celebration products that I have not used, which makes me feel like I've neglected them. They've got child neglect or something. So I don't know yet. We'll see how my week goes and how I go. But no promises, but we'll see how we go. So thanks for watching as always. Oh, thanks, Judy. Love you too. So yeah, we'll see how we go, and I will catch you guys all next week. Thanks as always for tuning in, and much love and crafty happiness to you all. Catch you later. Bye.